Hey collective, what's up? If you're new, I'm ᴛᴟᴟᴟ here on YouTube. And as I hop into this reading, just a friendly reminder, tarot readings are for guidance purposes and entertainment only. And if it's that serious, something you're going through in your life, maybe y'all should be going for a walk or watching less tarot readings, okay? If you truly are going through something major, watching a video that's a generalized collective reading for a majority of people, okay, is not going to find the solution for you. You do remember you need to make sound decisions based on your own life. So I'm going to hop into it. And reminder, just to have more fun, okay? Everything doesn't need to be that serious, y'all. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. You got your health. You got a roof over your head. You got people who love you and care about you. You got an electronic device with Wi-Fi to watch this video. That is a reason to be grateful to God. And let me hop into this reading. So first message out is feeling like you beat them at their own game. There could have been someone who was trying to put you down behind the scenes. Okay, it says always puts you down behind your back. So you're going to know who this is in your life. But this person feels like every time they try to put you down, you just aren't fazed or you overcome in some type of way. It's almost like it's giving like old tricks, new you. You know, like you've really outgrown this person's manipulation tactics towards you, or you've realized that they're purposely constantly trying to scheme on you. So Spirit has been keeping you a step ahead. Whoever this person is spends a lot of their free time plotting on you. I feel as though this is someone who really just wants you to overreact. They want to see you step out of character. So if you can remember that, okay, you're staying a step ahead. Whoever this is wants you to overreact so that they can copy you without people noticing. Wow. So for some of you, whatever this is, however you dress, look, whatever career you do. For example, if you work within a specific career or company, there could be a certain style or specific way you are. Someone wanted to copy that and they didn't want other people to notice, okay? So if you stay calm and remain just true and focused on you, who cares about the rest? Like, genuinely, who cares? When you realize life ain't that serious, you know, life can be extremely tough. So like I said, if you got any good reason to be grateful to God today, you got your health, that is something to be grateful for. This person thought you were unintelligent though, so it could be the fact that you're incredibly kind. This person considered you to be naive. You know, often more than not, until someone gets to know you, when they see you being overly nice or overly friendly, they can confuse that for some type of weakness or some type of naivety, right? And this person could have thought, oh, because you out here being an empath, you could call yourself an angel, earth angel, empath, starseed, right? Someone really tried to misjudge you and thought you was stupid. If you're proving to this person, no, you could just see past the games they try to play with you. So you're getting close to some type of goal. A lot of you could be working towards your independence. For example, if this is someone you work with, right, and you have to see them on a daily setting, okay? Maybe at first you used to overreact and this used to like drive this person, like it excited them in a way. It felt like they could always continue to plot on you. And now maybe you started to see that that's their move. For example, it's like every day if you go into a shift somewhere to work, and you know that person's going to be there and they constantly have a diss at something you wear. And then this is the type of person who will put you down for it, but then copy it next week, right? You could have learned to see past that and started saying things and just taking it as a compliment, ignoring them, right? So now they're not getting the reaction that they want out of you, whatever this is. For others of you, if you're a content creator, this person could have been the one with the fake pages, leaving lame comments. Now you're laughing about it, right? They're like, well, shit. Because this person used to feed off your energy. So you could be dealing with someone who's extremely karmic or like a karmic energy vampire. And when they don't get the reaction from you that they're looking for, they're going to move on. So keep doing whatever it is you're doing. That's just some type of acknowledgement. There are people that are standing up for you behind the scenes. So you may not realize this, but like, for example, if this is someone in your job, there's more people that like you than that like to support this person doing this to you, if that makes sense, right? So even if this is a whole group of people, community people you work with, community people you used to be friends with, This could even be someone you used to know and they recruited a bunch of people to come together to kind of make fun of you. And now they're not getting the same reaction because a lot more people are on your side. So your passion for success is inspiring many, and that's why, because you could have really turned your life around. Like whatever it is you're doing now for a career, you could be extremely successful or working your way towards being successful, and people in the past never thought it would be you. You could have grown up to be someone who was really shy. Maybe someone who was very soft-spoken, kind of didn't really voice your opinion or show who you truly were. And as you become older, in your adulthood, like you could be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you've really grown comfortable with loving your qualities about you. And so it's become more obvious to people, this was always who you were. You just really kept a good job at hiding it, maybe based on judgment of what other people would think. So applying for your dream job is here. A lot of people see that you've been applying towards your dream job, or you've been applying yourself to your dream job if you're already in your career. That's where someone feels like you beat them at their own game, because maybe in the past they wanted to psych you out so you didn't follow your dreams. People love your attention to small details. That's what you need to know, though. There's a lot of people out here that really just appreciate your attention to small details, because you've got a fresh start. And a lot of you worked towards this. I don't see this being something that's just recently happened. I see this as something that was years in the making. So maybe even a decade in the making. This could be something you went to school for, that now you have your degree you're applying to do. For others of you, you could have been doing a specific job for a number of years, decade, and now you've just switched and you've decided to apply for some type of dream job. But people are realizing you're getting out of this victim mentality. So maybe in the past you went through a lot, and instead of seeing the effects it had on you and changing from it, you could have been someone who kind of like allowed yourself to wallow in it, if that makes sense. Okay, don't come at me. This is just the energy I'm getting. But now it's like you've come out of that state. So for example, when people did you wrong in the past, you could have spent way too much time overanalyzing why they treated you like that. Now you're like, who give a fuck? Like, okay, next. Like, when life throwing you issues, the universe throwing you issues, like, okay, got that one, next. So a lot of people are noticing you're unstoppable right now. There isn't much anyone can say or do to hold you back. And no matter more they try, they're just kind of giving themselves a headache. And a lot of people who worked against you in the past could be coming to realize that, because you almost have this ability to make people see what it is that they need to work on. So you may not realize this, but you could be someone who helps others analyze their flaws through you not giving an F, through you being some type of teacher. You could be a spiritual teacher, you could be a healer, and even if none of it has to do with spirituality, you could be a teacher in a sense, like of life lessons. So Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Wands. People see that you're very selective with your energy. You could be someone who in the past you used to go out a lot, you used to tell a lot of people your business. Now you're not telling no one your business. Like no one knows what your next moves are. No one knows if you're single. No one knows if you got 5 relationships. No one knows if you got... So, people are loving that about you. A lot of people don't know what your next move is, but they see that you're focused on some type of dream or career, and that is what's inspiring them. And also, too, feeling like you beat them at their own game. In the past, you could have been someone who was more focused on love, and you figured out that that was getting you nowhere. So now you could have really switched the shift to success, abundance, setting up goals for the future. And that in itself is like, people are in awe. They feel like they don't even recognize you anymore, because you took that blindfold off. You see, in the past, you could have been someone who was more of a people pleaser. Like, you would put other people's needs before your own, and now you've changed into transitioning into this type of individual who sees if people don't meet your needs, wow, there's a card behind it, they don't deserve to be around you. So you could have dealt with a lot of people who didn't tell you the truth in the past. Queen of Swords in reverse. This could have been a feminine figure in your life. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone who kind of just wasn't truthful with you. This could have been who was scheming on you in the past. But now this person feels as though the roles are reversed in some type of way. I think you just have this person feeling as though you don't really buy into their antics anymore. Your insight makes them question their own. Maybe you started to realize too, like whoever this person was to you, you could have really valued them and they did not value you. Like they were always putting you down behind your back. Sometimes spirit will like open our eyes to who really isn't for us when they pretend to be, and you have nothing but pure intentions for them. So in the past, there could have been someone around you who wanted an open relationship and never communicated that. That could have been part of you learning these lessons to just like say whatever instead of woe is me. Yeah, definitely. It says I broke up with told others we broke up so I could date others while we were together. So you could have really went through something nasty with someone. Like someone acted like you two weren't an item when you were in a deep relationship. I feel like that could have been part of this like spiritual awakening you went through. You're moving into some type of dream home within the next year. Spirit's telling you to keep going. This guardian angel in your life, this could be a passed over loved one, a parental figure, a friend, or a grandmother figure. This person is helping bring this in for you because they know that this is something you really want. And you have a family member, okay, you really disconnected from this person. Maybe throughout you going through this like wake up, spiritual awakening, you could have learned that you had to disconnect from someone who really didn't have your back, and that could have led you to disconnecting from a family member. And there's one family member specific who's missing you. Specifically today, they could be thinking about old times between the two of you a lot. But yeah, a lot of people are just realizing, you know now that without hard work, you're never going to get the desired life that you want. So you've decided to really just kind of take a step back from people, places, things that no longer value you, and put your all into your career. And this just has people shocked. Because maybe in the past you were someone who put like family, friends, love interests before your own needs. But yeah, whoever this was that was kind of mocking you and then copying you, this person was fake to you, okay? They never had any real love for you. This was the type of person that wanted to put you down so you would give up on something so they could take your place. And this could be any career. Like, you could be a makeup designer. You could be a nail tech. You could be a small business owner. You could be a content creator. You could be a healer or reader. There's someone who wanted you to give up so that they could mimic what you do. So whatever you do, don't give up. And yeah, this person could have been dating this ex of yours who told people that they were single. Dating someone who you were close with behind your back currently. So there are things that have been hidden from you, okay? Spirit wants you to know a lot of the people you walked away from, it's almost as if you're trying to realize, like, should you turn back and go back for anyone that you've walked away from in that last cycle? The answer is no. Trust your intuition, because there are certain people around you that were fake as fudge, okay? And you were meant to stay away from those people. And if you go back to them, it's almost like you're putting yourself in a redo of that cycle that you just overcame. And Spirit wants you to realize to trust yourself more, because you are an extremely intelligent people. You're an extremely intelligent person, and a lot of people know that now. Maybe in the past, people doubted your intelligence because of the decisions you made when it came to love. You know, you can be the smartest person in the world, but you can be sometimes someone who uses your heart over your mind, right? You allow someone to treat you like crap when you know you don't deserve it because you love them. And that doesn't have to be a relationship too. That can be family, friends, people you consider yourself to be close with, a job you love, right? And people are realizing now it was never that you were unintelligent. It's just that you loved being that person that people could count on. You know, it's like being that person that you are the one who plans every person's surprise party. You go all out, you call them, you plan big birthdays, get them all the presents, plan huge surprise parties, and then when your birthday comes, no one calls. No one plans you a birthday party. No one makes you feel worthy. I feel like a lot of people are realizing you learned that the tough way. So don't turn back to anyone who you know you went above and beyond for and didn't for you. So someone who used to bully you publicly, this could be the person who mocked you, then copied you. They moved across the world in secret, okay? So whether that's closer to you or farther away from you, I mean, if they moved far away from you, then perfect. You don't have to worry about it. But if they move closer to you, that's just weird. Spend more time in prayers here. So whatever you feel like you're going through today, Spirit is asking you to spend more time in prayer. Spend more time in a meditative state. And just realize, you know, overall, when people make you feel less than, it says a lot more about them than it does you. So there's something you're going through in your life. You need to realize time is of the essence. Okay, there's a lot of changes coming up. It's time for you, I feel like, too, to like claim back something that someone tried to take away from you. This could be what time is of the essence about. You are protected, though, at the end of the day, whatever this is, by this guardian angel. And you have family you don't know about, someone who DJs, produces music. So you could be finding out you have a long lost relative who is a music person, or you could be producer, DJ, singer, rapper in a band. Maybe that's what you want to move towards. Spirit could be telling you, like, now's the time to act. Like, don't keep holding back. So rebound. Whoever you were dealing with, okay, in the past and you walked away from, this person that they moved towards, they're rebounding. Temporary option, unpredictable intentions, and flighty. So this could have also been how this person treated you. Like you were someone that was just a temporary option. Maybe you're someone who felt like a lot of people treated you like that. Friends, ex-lovers, you know? Like you were there for a good time, but not a long time. You were there to satisfy them when it comes to some type of like physical intimacy, but they weren't there to satisfy you emotionally. So there could be some type of legal court paperwork that was filed in the past. Heart to heart is here. I feel like for some of you, maybe there's someone that's been hiding something from you, and that's what this paperwork's about. You have family you don't know. Someone could be hiding something. Someone wanted you out here penny pinching. Wow. So there was someone who intentionally put you in some type of roller coaster of emotions, full of highs and lows, off and on, hot and cold. This person wanted you to feel lost in some type of way, ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act, sipping, nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. So whoever this is from your past is nosy. They can't move on. They could think like everything you do is about them. Very self-concerned. Someone who's super materialistic, living in their ego. I feel like a lot of you just walked away from people who meant you no good. It's just a shame, you know. Life's too short. I think sometimes people get way too caught up in the wrong thing and they forget what the point of living is. It's to be happy. It's not to fight with everyone, to argue with everyone. So penny pinching, financial struggle, saving up, budgeting. You could find yourself having to budget a lot this month. So Spirit's saying make sure you spend wisely. And if not, someone wanted you to be in that kind of state of mind, feeling as though you were stressed. Lost is here, ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. Head over heels, falling in love and intense emotion. Also, too, if you have any type of core work coming up, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. Hard work will bring desired results, so just make sure you're doing everything by protocol, by the book. And swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotion. Some of you are going to get hit by Cupid's arrow when you least expect it. I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be some type of surprise love interest is going to come into your life when you least expect it. But yeah, whoever this person is from the past, they wanted to cause you major anxiety and depression, and they wanted everything that you worked for. So Spirit's saying, like, maybe wake up too. If you had someone who was purposely trying to take some type of work of yours, you may be taking them to settle this and get them to leave you alone. And then you're going to find unexpected love. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.